You have to change insurance plans, but you don't want to lose your doctor. So how can you find a plan that includes your physician? Greg Young is here to prescribe help. Greg is the Director of Government Relations at Medical Mutual of Ohio. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So for many people, the insurance plans dictate whether or not their doctor is in the network or not, correct?
That's correct. And that's always been the case, and that's fine as long as you like the network, meaning your doctor's there, you like the hospitals. I think one of the reasons we're talking about this is in an initial open enrollment period, 2014, which was our first year of the exchange, the federal marketplace, what happened was a lot of people purchased plans not knowing that their network was narrow, meaning not a lot of doctors and hospitals. So people found themselves in a situation where they had a reduced price, which was good, but not access that they wanted to their doctors and hospitals. Okay. Medical Mutual from the start didn't do that. We offered the largest, most thorough network in the state.
Okay, well, how do you find out if your doctor is a part of any particular network?
There's a number of ways to do that. If you're purchasing on the exchange, the federal marketplace, they have really tried to improve the process for the individual buying the coverage, so that information is easier to find there. Or you can call your insurance company. A lot of insurance companies like Medical Mutual have made access to that network very easy. If you go on to our website, you can hit check the network and it'll all come up for you. Some people will even call their doctor, give them the specific information, say, hey, you know, do you participate with this plan? So there's a number of ways to do it.
All right, but unfortunately, it means you have to kind of initiate that. You've got to take the action.
Absolutely, you have to be your own advocate.
Okay, so for many people, having the same doctor is goal number one, you know, so,
sure.
And that's what you got to ask the questions about, but what else do we have to be aware of when choosing a plan?
Well, you're right. A lot of people care very much about having their doctor, but also very important is how big is the network? Because ultimately that'll decide, you know, how many hospitals are there, but also access. If there are not a large number of doctors and you want to see a specialist, how long do you have to wait? Also, what sort of coverage are you getting? So again, it goes back to asking these questions, doing your research, being your own advocate.
Okay, well, sometimes you have to choose a new doctor. Your doctor retires or you move away. So what should we be considering when we're trying to make that kind of a decision?
Well, it is a big decision, and the most important thing to do initially is to find out which doctors are in the network. And once you do that, once you get your list of doctors, you can go ahead, you can talk to family, you can talk to friends, you can talk to coworkers, but there are a number of other questions that need to be asked. And those sorts of questions are they so busy that they're able to actually take new patients? Also, are you picking the right doctor? You have a specific condition, are they going to address that condition for you? How flexible with appointment times? Maybe your job means you need evening hours. Will you be able to get those? Maybe you don't have the flexibility in your job, so what's their cancellation policy? Is that going to work for you? If you have a concern and you call the office, how long is it going to take for the doctor or nurse to call you back? So those sorts of issues are things that certainly need to be considered.
Okay. This sounds like excellent information for anybody having to make these kinds of choices. So the relationship you have with your primary care physician will greatly determine the care for your health. So give this important issue the time and attention it deserves. Follow Greg's advice when selecting a plan that includes your doctor. And for more help, use the information that's coming up next. My thanks to Greg for this healthy dose of advice.
Thank you.
Find out more about Medical Mutual of Ohio by visiting their website, www.medmutual.com/2015 options, or call 1-866-488-3266.